73 million people, or babies, are aborted every year. That is 73 million people that could have been on this earth every year. I believe that abortion should not be allowed ever. Abortion is the termination of a pregnancy and the removal of the fetus. Abortion should not be an option for anyone that wants it. It should be a worst case scenario, if even that thing. There is always another option, such as adoption. Did you ever dream about having your own family as a little kid? When I was a little kid, I would play house with my siblings and my cousins and my friends. We would dress up our dolls and say that they were our kids. I still dream about having my own family someday, and I'm excited. Yes, it may seem like putting your kid up for adoption, if instead of getting abortion, could be scary because you don't know what kind of home they will go into. But there are lots of loving homes out there that would love to take care of your kids. Somebody that would probably get your kid would be an infertile family, possibly. Did you know that 19% of married women are unable to get pregnant from the first year of trying, and 1 in 4 women are unable to carry to term? Putting a kid up for adoption would probably go to one of those families, or they could possibly go into foster care. Foster care, it seems really scary until you get to know some of the actual homes that are out there. When I was younger, my family actually was a foster care, or we did foster care. I have many happy memories with my foster siblings, such as Christmas morning, or opening presents on Christmas, or moving into a new house with them, or buying a giant van that we still have today that I drive, or doing puzzles and games together. Hundreds of couples are unable to have kids when that is all that they want. So why would anybody purposely kill the beautiful human growing inside of them? They could change so many lives without even thinking about it. Or if they would just think about the ups and downs of abortion. The fetuses that you are removing from your body have a whole life ahead of them. When you walk into that pregnancy, or Planned Parenthood, you are taking away their future graduation, or their wedding, or their first prom, or homecoming, or even watching them go on their first date. You take all of that away when you walk into that clinic. It takes a toll on your body as well, so why risk it? According to the National Library of Medicine, some long-term effects of abortion are risk of breast cancer, mental disorders, and premature death, or dying before the age of 75. Did you know that around 68,000 women die every year from abortion complications? And of the women who survive, 5 million will suffer long-term health complications. This is from the National Library of Medicine. Anybody who gets abortions, which is about 42 million women every year, risk all of these things every time. Their argument is my body, my choice. But would you really do this to your body? If you would, good for you, but is it really your body? Everyone says that the fetus is not alive until 2 weeks, or maybe 2 months, or maybe not even until birth, and therefore, they should not get the human right to live. Multiple sources, such as birthrights.com, say that a unborn baby does not have the right to live until after birth and they show signs of life. But doesn't the baby show signs of life while still in the womb, such as kicking or seeing the heartbeat? Wouldn't it be different if you could, or some say that the baby is not alive until you can hear the heartbeat. But wouldn't that be different in every person based on health or many different other things? At what point does a fetus actually have the right to live? According to BBC Ethics and the National Library of Medicine, there is no actual point to when a child gets the right, when a baby becomes alive when they weren't a moment before. Of the 42 million women around the world every year that choose abortion, only 33% identify as wanted, 43% accepted it, but said that it was not consistent with their values, and 24% reported it as unwanted or coerced. This is from the National Library of Medicine. I didn't know that these percentages were so high, especially the last one. This means that over 2/3 of women don't actually like getting abortions. So why would they if there was a different option? Why isn't there a different option? There is technically there is places that they can go and things they can do instead of getting an abortion. But these resources are not always available for people to see on a day-to-day basis. According to FocusOnTheFamily.com, once referred to as a crisis pregnancy center, pregnancy medical centers and pregnancy resource centers are nonprofit organizations devoted to offering abortion alternatives that support women and men throughout pregnancy and beyond. They are filled with caring individuals solely dedicated to supporting the unexpected mother and father. End quote. There are thousands of organizations such as these ones out there. Why is the percentage of unwanted or coerced abortions so high? In conclusion, 73 million babies are aborted every year. Abortion is the termination of a fetus while it is still inside of the womb. This process, if done wrong, can permanently harm the women or even kill them. There are many other options to consider before getting an abortion, such as adoption. Birth control is another way that you can not get pregnant. Abortion should not be allowed in any circumstance ever because of not only the side effects, but also because if you were to get pregnant, giving the baby to another family who maybe isn't fertile could save lives, millions of lives. Thank you.